Yo, what's up guys? Welcome to another episode of Juice Made TV, and we have something quick to talk about. So guys, so guys, as y'all know, throughout the past couple of months, I've been making these series of players that Ballislife hyped up that just did not live up to the hype. Like I said, and as I can tell from reading you guys' comments, you guys seem to have loved every single one of these that I've put out. But it's just funny to me because there is one half of people who comment on my videos that actually love this series and find it entertaining. And then there's the other half that just completely hate me for calling some of these players trash or exposing Ballislife because they hyped up players that just did not live up to the hype. See guys, I don't know whose side, who's on who, but if you're on the side of people that think that I'm a hater and I'm being too harsh, then this channel is not for you, because on this channel guys, all I speak is facts, and if you cannot handle that, I'm sorry. Like guys, it's not my fault that Ballislife hypes up anybody that can literally dribble the ball as fast as Julian Newman or dunk the ball like Mac McClung, guys. I'm sorry. But anyways guys, with all that being said, for those who enjoy these videos, today is your lucky day, because today we have part 6 of players that Ballislife hyped up that just did not live up to the hype. And guys, this is going to be the best one yet, so make sure you stick around and watch the full video, because there may be some players on here that you may find surprising. So boom guys, let's go and get straight into this video and actually talk about the first player on this list, and he goes by the name of Aquille Carr. Now guys, I already know there's going to be lots of people calling me crazy and all this, but guys, trust me, I did not want to put Aquille Carr on this list, but just let me explain. So for those who don't know who the 5'7" legend Aquille Carr is, well, Aquille Carr is one of the founding fathers of the Hoop mixtapes and Ballislife mixtapes. Aquille Carr was really the player that really popularized mixtapes for high school hoopers. Once everybody saw Aquille's mixtape, every single high school player in the entire world, they wanted one for themselves. The first mixtape that I personally ever saw was Aquille's, and guys, if you have not seen his first highlight tape, please go watch it ASAP guys. Like it deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. But yeah, Aquille Carr gained so much attention after his first viral video back in 2012, and he gained so much buzz that literally everybody started to talk about him. Aquille Carr received national attention from everybody, and he even earned the nickname the Crime Stopper. See guys, Aquille Carr is from Baltimore, and for those who don't know what it is like out there, just know it's pretty rough, and it's one of the most dangerous cities in the entire United States. Well, Aquille Carr earned the nickname the Crime Stopper because every single Friday night, or just anytime he would play in a basketball game, the crime rate in the city would decline because everybody actually came out to watch Aquille play. He even played overseas in Italy in a tournament with the United States junior team, and he averaged about 40 points a game. And after that, people started to take notice, and he got offered $750,000 by a professional team in Italy. Guys, like $750,000, and he's still in high school. Like, how many high schoolers out there would leave high school for $750,000? Because I know I would, but I guess Aquille Carr had bigger plans. I guess his plan was to stay in the States and actually gain as much buzz as he could to potentially go play in college or the NBA. But yeah, Aquille Carr soon gained enough buzz, and in his junior year, he committed to play college ball at Seton Hall. After Aquille Carr committed, things were going great. You know, he was dropping buckets, crossing people up. You know, he was doing his thing. But soon after heading into his senior year, he got into some trouble and actually got arrested for doing some things that he was not supposed to be doing. I'm not gonna go in detail for what he said, guys, out of respect. So if you want to go Google it or whatever you want to do, go do that. But yeah, Aquille Carr got into some trouble, and after that is where his career just really went left, in my opinion. His senior year, he actually transferred to another school, and he honestly played pretty great. But once his season was over, instead of actually trying to go play in college, he instead went to go play in the NBA G League for the Delaware 87ers in 2013. Throughout his time that he played there, he only averaged about 11 points and 1 assist in 14 minutes a game, and to me, that's actually pretty good for the amount of minutes that he was playing, considering that he was 5'7". Aquille Carr just wasn't happy with the amount of playing time that he was actually getting, so he ended up separating from the team. But since then, he's played for many overseas teams, pro leagues here in the United States, and he's even been seen hooping with NBA players currently and Ballislife legends on YouTube. Yeah, guys, Aquille Carr was for sure a legend that we all thought would have been a great player, but unfortunately his height was not in his favor, and he's now a player that Ballislife hyped up that just did not live up to the hype. So boom, guys, I'm going to talk about the second player on this list, and he goes by the name of Casillas Stanley. So guys, like I said, I already know there's gonna be some mixed opinions about me putting Casillas on this list, but once again, guys, let me explain. So first off, let me go ahead and clear this up. I'm no way saying that Casillas Stanley is a bad player, but the main reason why I put him on this list is the same reason I put Cole Anthony in part 1. Guys, Casillas Stanley was a player that was considered to be one of the best players in his graduating high school class. But see, before he actually graduated high school, we first heard about him when he was in the 9th grade. He was gaining some buzz the same way that Shaquille Johnson gained his buzz. He was doing insane dunks that we have never seen before. I personally love watching Casillas' mixtapes and highlights because, I mean, guys, the man can fly out of the roof, but like I said earlier, he was just very similar to Shaquille Johnson. Great dunker, but as far as an overall player, his game needed some work. But yeah, the main reason why I put him on this list is because I am not a believer just yet in his game. I feel like he had an okay year at Duke in his freshman season, but honestly, I expected more from him, and I'm sure that a lot of you guys did as well. He only averaged about 12 points a game, but majority of his points were actually layups. He relies too much on his athleticism, and in college that might work for now, but once he gets into the NBA where there are other elite athletes just as athletic as he is, he's going to have to turn back and rely on his fundamentals, which he currently lacks at the moment. But once Casillas fixes his flaws, I feel like he's going to be an average role player in the NBA, but he's going to have to find that knockdown jumper if he wants to earn a spot. See guys, I honestly see his career panning out like a player like a Gerald Green. Gerald Green was a crazy athletic hooper, but he was soon out of the league. He then came back, worked on his jumper, and he earned a spot on the Houston Rockets. Stanley needs to take notice of Green's mistakes so that his career can pan out in his favor. But for now, for me personally, guys, Casillas Stanley is a player that Ballislife hyped up that hasn't lived up to that superstar hype just yet. So boom, guys, let's go and talk about the third player on this list, and he goes by the name of Harrison Barnes. Now guys, I already know that there's going to be some people saying that Harrison's career has turned out pretty great. You know, he was a great role player and all this, but guys, some of you guys may be too young, or some of you guys may not have remembered just how good Harrison Barnes was considered in high school and college. Harrison Barnes was a player that was considered to be one of the best overall high school players of all time, guys. Like, trust me, if you remember, you remember. He was even getting compared to be hyped up to be the next Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan, those type of players, guys. He had a similar play style and was an excellent jump shooter on all spots on the floor. Harrison then went to play at UNC, and he played not up to par, just how we all expected. He and the Tar Heels ended up losing in March Madness, and it triggered Harrison to come back for a second season. Barnes felt like he had some unfinished business, and he wanted to improve his draft stock. So in his second season, he played personally from what I saw, he played kind of the same as his freshman year. And he ended up getting drafted in 2012 by the Golden State Warriors. Since then, he's only averaged about 13 points for his entire career, and he also won a title with the Golden State Warriors, being a role player. But like I said, guys, he may have won a title and all this and won another title with Steph Curry, but Barnes was expected to be a far more better player than he is. No hate, guys, trust me. I just thought that he was going to be a star. So boom, guys, moving on to the fourth player on this list, we have Dante Exum. Now guys, Ballislife, they didn't really hype up Dante Exum. I just had to put Dante on this list because who knows what happened to Dante Exum. So as y'all know, guys, Dante Exum was drafted in the 2014 NBA draft with the 5th overall pick by the Utah Jazz. Prior to actually getting drafted, there was a lot of hype and anticipation as to how great Dante Exum was going to be. He was even rumored to be the #1 overall pick in that specific draft, but it just was so top heavy. That draft class had players like Andrew Wiggins, Joel Embiid, Jabari Parker, Aaron Gordon. Dante Exum was selected right after those 4 players, and like I said, guys, everybody had high hopes for Dante Exum. But unfortunately, guys, his career just hasn't panned out just how we imagined. That is all due to the injuries that he has sustained throughout his entire career. But I'm not even gonna lie, guys, even prior to his injury, he wasn't really doing much on the floor. His rookie season, he only averaged about 4 points a game. And if you're the 5th overall pick in a draft behind those kind of guys, you know, averaging 4 points a game is really what's gonna get called you a bust in the NBA. But yeah, Dante Exum, great player that was hyped up to dominate from overseas, but he just has not lived anywhere near the hype. So boom, guys, going to talk about the last player on this list, and a player that none of you guys should have a problem with is Josh Jackson. So guys, Josh Jackson was a player that was considered to be the best player in his class according to Ballislife. When you watch Josh Jackson play in high school, the game just looks so easy to him. He dominated the game and there was no competition. He then went to go play at Kansas University, where he averaged about 16 points on 51% shooting from the field, which is actually amazing. And it ended up getting him to be the 4th overall pick in the 2017 NBA draft. The same draft class that consisted of other top players that are currently dominating the league, like Jason Tatum, Donovan Mitchell, De'Aaron Fox, etc., etc. Like I said, there was so much hype that was attached to Josh's name, and even Charles Barkley had high hopes, saying that Josh Jackson could be a building block for the Phoenix Suns. But unfortunately, that just was not the case. For his time in Phoenix, he played very decently, and he actually shot very atrociously from the field, and that ended up making the Phoenix Suns actually trading Josh Jackson to the Memphis Grizzlies in 2019. See, here is really where his career went left. He only played about 18 games in the entire season, and he got sent down to the G League. Yes, guys, the G League. I think they call it the Gatorade League now. Yeah, a former #1 player in high school, a former #1 pick in an NBA draft, getting sent down to the G League. Definitely not a good look, but hey, like I said, guys, he's still hooping now, and from his personal words, he's blessed to still be playing the game that he loves, and he hopes to be back in the NBA one day. But until then, and until he becomes a player that we all thought that he was going to be, he's a player that Ballislife hyped up that just did not live up to the hype. But yeah, guys, that was part 6 of this series. I know I may get some heat for some of these players that I put on here, but hey guys, I'm always down to have a great basketball conversation, so make sure you comment down below. But yeah, guys, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you want part 7 to the series, make sure to comment down below, and also comment below if you agree with my list or who should have been featured on here. And I will be doing a underrated series to this. I see everybody commenting it, so I gotta do it. But yeah, guys, thank you guys for 4,000 subscribers. Let's get to 5K by the end of the week, guys. I know we can do it. We are going up together. Don't forget to take action towards your goals, guys. And with that being said, guys, thank you for watching, and it's been another episode of Juice Made TV. Peace.